it's self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. You guys.
Yeah, well done. Nicely done, Trevor. Good, Trevor. I wish I could feed you like a dog treat through the phone. Gentlemen, question number 1. In tennis, a career Grand Slam is when you win all 4 major titles and the Olympic gold medal over the course of your career. Only 3 men have ever done it in singles. Who did it first? So, while they ponder that, welcome to the Evil Trivia Podcast. I'm Graham. I'm joined by Trevor and Leo. And if you want to play along with these questions, follow us over on Patreon at Evil Trivia, where we have these questions posted and a ton more from our in-person trivia night here in New York City. Round number 1, as always, in the bar and here on our podcast is the hidden theme round. I'm going to ask 8 questions, and those 8 answers are going to tie together in some hidden way, some hidden connection out of the box thing. It could be the entirety of an answer. It could be a word or a couple words within an answer. So, Leo and Trevor, welcome. Thanks for being here. Do you have any idea as what this one could be?
Well, Trevor, I have a couple of thoughts. What do you think?
I think that that Graham is taunting me and trying to make sure that I work on my curious, inquisitive face while he talks, because I have no clue. I do not follow tennis in the slightest. If the answer isn't Martina Navratilova, I don't know what it is.
Well,
that's a pretty decent pull for not following any tennis.
That's a great pull. Well, no, Graham, you have to remember that in Trevor's era, she was the biggest tennis player. So in the 80s. So, but no, also I don't know that she'd win the career Grand Slam in the men's tennis, but I will say as someone who follows tennis, so I think I have 2 of the 3 who've won it. I don't have the third, and the annoying thing is I think the third is going to be the person who came first. The most recent career Grand Slam is Djokovic, because he won the Olympics. I think it was the most recent, the Paris Olympics, and that was then him getting his career Grand Slam. Before that, I'm pretty sure it was Andre Agassi. Or did Federer ever win the Olympics? Anyway, I'm pretty sure Agassi did. I think that the third player is going to be earlier than either Djokovic or Agassi. So I think we might be looking for that third player, unless Federer won the Olympics. But I don't think Federer ever won, and I don't think Nadal ever won. Because if either of them had, they would have won. That would have been a career Grand Slam, because both of them won every other competition, I think. So my guess is going to be, it'll be someone whose name I recognize. It might be someone from the 80s, like a Bjorn Borg or a Jimmy Connors or someone, but none of them were as dominant across all the surfaces as some of the more recent players. So let's put a pin in it and see when we get if we get the theme, I reckon we'll be able to get it.
I was going to say the hidden theme will probably clear some of that up, because something tells me Djokovic is not the relevant piece of,
the hidden theme is consonants. Also, I just want to make sure I said this right, because I might have read it as career Grand Slam, but I meant to say career Golden Slam. I think I said career Grand Slam, but career Golden Slam is what the 4 major titles and the Olympic gold medal.
Got it. Oh, now I know the answer.
Well, I think I might have just read it wrong, but I have it written correctly in front of me. This is great podcasting.
This is great podcasting.
We can cut all of this. We cut all of this. Yeah.
We can cut all of this, he says, and I never do. That requires effort, and I'm not going to put in any effort.
Question number 2.
All right. I have some slightly bad news. You guys are going to hate me some, and I hate myself for this. That was question 1A.
Oh,
here we go again.
The annoying thing is, I feel like I started this with the fucking, the anniversaries trivia, and now here we are with doing it every time.
You did this to us.
No, it's like you have to have a format consistently to break it, but we're not even doing that. Question 1B. 1B. In a certain group of 8 objects, 9 until 2006, objects 4 through 8 once shared the same classification. In the 1990s, however, objects 7 and 8 were reclassified due to their more solid composition, leaving only objects 5 and 6 in the original category. What is this classification called?
Please go ahead.
Please, after you. So this is almost certainly, of course, planets. Let me make sure I'm reading it correctly. That this is this would be gas giants, right? This is Jupiter and Saturn. What are the gas giants?
Yeah, I mean,
composition.
I think now Jupiter and Saturn are the only two that are considered the gas giants, and Uranus and Neptune are not. And of course, Pluto, that's controversial, so we won't get into that. I still think Pluto's a planet.
Pluto, what do you? Come on. You're not.
In my heart, Pluto's still
we're not
a planet.
having the Pluto debate in 2025
Just wait. Pluto's going to come back.
Well, it orbits, so it always does. Any guess for this? Locked in?
Can you wait? So gas giant, but it one? Did you say it was 1B?
That was 1B. Yeah. So the tennis one is 1A. That was 1B.
Okay. All right. So 1A, 1B.
All right. Question 1C. No, I'm just kidding. Question 2.
Wait. Before we go any further.
I think Leo has a guess. This is not a very difficult.
I also have a guess.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Why don't we just spoil it immediately?
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Do you want me to not say what my guess is, or do you want me to write it down? Okay.
I think you should say it.
My guess is that the answer is Andre Agassi, and it is gas giant, and that makes Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Okay.
And,
all right.
And so my guess is after one question, my guess is wrestlers. That's my early guess.
All right. Question 2A. In 1893, an author tried to kill off his most famous creation in a short story called The Final Problem, set at Reichenbach Falls, only to bring him back after public outcry. What is the name of this author? That is 2A.
Trevor, you know this one as well, right?
The name of the author.
This one, I don't know that I know this.
Oh yeah, well, Reichenbach Falls is the showdown between Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes. Because he wanted to get rid of Sherlock Holmes, so he had them both fall off. But then he was like, "Oh no, he's back. He's still alive." So this is going to be Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Okay, you seem pretty confident. I'll move on to 2B. Zach Kreger is all the rage right now with his hit film Weapons. Before this success story, but after his stint writing and acting in Whitest Kids You Know, he directed what 2022 horror film mostly set in a massive basement? So Zach Kreger just came out with Weapons. What was his 2022 horror debut? I guess directorial debut, technically. He co-directed a movie before that, but really his directorial debut. 2022 horror film.
I have an idea. Do you think you know this one?
I don't think I know this one. If we sat and dug around in horror films, I think we could get there. Something like The Quiet Place, I think, takes place in a basement, but I don't have.
There are scenes in they've looked like padded out a basement in The Quiet Place, but I'm pretty sure I know this, and I'd like to adjust my guess for the theme based on this. So I'm pretty sure. Yes, exactly. It's Blank the Blank, and the reason is that this film is Barbarian. It's the one where it's set. They start in an Airbnb, but then there's secretly a massive basement and tunnels underneath the Airbnb, and that means that then we have Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Barbarian, Conan the Barbarian. So excellent. So it's something the something.
Love that.
I just try to. I want to make you guys look smart. I'm trying to really boost your egos and stuff.
This is us punishing you for the double questions.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, question. By the way, Weapons, just saw it a couple days ago. Pretty good movie.
Yeah,
that's the one with the school kids, right?
Yeah, it's the premise is at 2:17 a.m. all of the children in Miss whatever's class went out of their houses into the night and disappeared, never came back. So it's like a bit of like a mystery horror movie with like supernaturally kind of elements. I won't spoil it, but very
cool. Yeah.
Check it out.
Love it.
3A. Originally a line from an episode of Sex and the City, what phrase became the title of a 2004 self-help book by Greg Behrendt and Liz Tusilio, and later a 2009 ensemble romantic comedy film? I don't know why I put their names into this question. It's not going to help, but those are the people that wrote the self-help book.
I would
like, as
never,
I'm reading that, I'm like, why am I putting that hint in?
I would never have known the names. I do think I know the answer. Trevor, do you think you know this?
I don't think I know this one. Later, a 2009 ensemble romantic comedy film. Oh. Okay, yeah, I do think I know this. Is this What to Expect When You're Expecting?
Oh, I didn't think it was that, because I think that is based on that is a self-help book, but well, that's okay. Well, that's a possible answer. That's not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the answer was He's Just Not That Into You, because that to me sounds like a line from Sex and the City, which admittedly I've never watched. Sorry to our one listener who loves the Venn diagram of Sex and the City and evil trivia, but I do think the line "He's just not that into you" is from Sex and the City, and I know that's in an ensemble movie, which more embarrassingly I have seen.
Hey, it's great work.
It's not. It's not. It's not. But I do think that's the answer, and I think we can go out on a limb and assume that then, following the theme, the next answer is going to have the word "man" in it, so it's "He's the man." But no, she's the man, isn't it? Oh no, there's the remake. The remake is He's the Man.
Yep.
But it could also be into something like Into the Woods. You know, it could be all sorts of things. I don't want to spoil it. Graham, let's give us another one.
3B. This is like going to be an unusable episode. 3B. In 1908, President Theodore Roosevelt declared a grove of old growth. Sorry, I'm just going to restart it. I'm going to cut out everything I'm saying right now.
No, you're not. You don't like to edit.
In 1908, President Theodore Roosevelt declared a grove of old growth coastal redwoods north of San Francisco a national monument, naming it after a Scottish-born naturalist. What is this forest called? That's 3B. What is that forest north of San Francisco?
It's something woods, but the redwoods. Yeah, the Redwoods National Park, but that's not named. That's named after the redwoods, which are the trees, not a Scottish-born naturalist. Unless there was a naturalist called Redwood, but I don't think so. Something
Stumper.
Woods.
Wow, you guys are terrible at this. Oh my god, unbelievably stupid from the two of you.
Yeah.
All right, I can move on. I can move on to question 4.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
We'll see. We'll see how the hidden theme applies to it.
4A. When I'm not hosting or writing trivia, I like to wear a skin-tight suit adorned with ping pong balls. This also happens to be a way to record digital characters and has what full 2-word name?
Yeah.
4A.
You know this one too, yeah? You go for it.
I do. This would be motion capture.
So we're definitely on track for capture the flag here, surely.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
have
it.
You seen those?
I could have made these harder. I mean, yeah.
Maybe you do tweak them for the final trivia. I don't know, but let's see. I do think. Have you seen those videos of people doing motion capture? I find them so funny because I feel a little bad sometimes for the actors who, like, you know, that video of like Benedict Cumberbatch being Smaug from The Hobbit, and then he's got to like do the thing of, and it's just like it's a tough. I mean, it's cool. It's very cool technologically speaking, but I think also as an actor, it must feel really weird.
There's a great like Onion or Clickhole, I think, article where it shows Benedict Cumberbatch like in the mocap suit, like crawling around on the ground, and it's like very helpful, says animator who deletes file and starts from scratch. Oh yeah, we'll definitely use that.
Love that.
4B. In 1939, Nazi forces staged the Gleiwitz incident, faking a Polish attack on a German radio station to justify invading Poland. This ruse is an example of what specific type of operation in which an attack is staged to appear as though it was carried out by another party. That's 4B.
Please, after you gave me the last one.
That's true. Yes, true. Well, I think we can comfortably say that this is false flag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Excellent work.
Is that where the phrase "false flag" comes from? Is that example, or no? I wonder.
I couldn't really find a lot on the origins of it, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Blame the main on Spain.
Maybe I'll do some live Googling.
Ooh,
that's always fun.
Right here in public.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes when the urge hits. 5A.
Graham's been Googling himself out of shot of the camera the whole time.
It's one of my favorite 30 Rock jokes where Tracy Morgan thinks that Google yourself means to masturbate. And so he goes up to Liz Lemon and is like, "Hey, Liz, mind if I Google myself in your office?" And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead." He's like, "Can I use your computer?" She goes, "How else are you going to do it?" And he's like, and just goes in the office.
How else?
So funny. 5A. Top Hat Drive-In was the original name of what fast food chain that was rebranded to its current name with the tagline "Service at the Speed of Sound"? That's 5A.
I mean, there's only one it can be, right? Sonic, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Which means we know what the next one's going to be.
It's a shame because this next question is one of my favorites, but I'm going to read it anyway. 5B. In 2025, The Guardian claimed a certain animal was Britain's favorite. This is despite the fact that it is one of the most commonly road-killed animals in the region. A 2014 study measured 133 fatalities of this animal on a relatively small stretch of road in Ireland, perhaps ironically lined with certain shrubs. What animal is this?
Yeah, that's tough. I think they're really sweet. I think people keep talking here about how there are way fewer now than when they were young. Like a lot of older people here are like they're disappearing, they're becoming endangered, and it's true. I mean, I feel like I see them very. I mean, they like to keep themselves to themselves, but there are so few of them now.
For those at home, we haven't said it officially. It's hedgehog.
If you don't have a pulse, yes.
It wasn't in the article, but at all of those roadkill sites, there were little gold coins surrounding the roadkill. Ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
6A. In baseball, a walk is officially recorded in the stat sheet with 2 repeated letters. What are those letters short for? I think I'll stump you guys with this one. Sports question for you.
Yeah, I think you can comfortably say that for tennis I was fine. American sports, not my strength.
Okay.
And I think probably not Trevor's strength either. So I think the only way we're going to get this is with the second half, with the theme, or unless we can think right now. Bear in mind, he said 2 repeated letters.
Right.
So if we can think right now about a phrase which is something the something with 2 repeated letters, like BB the some, I don't know, but okay. I think once we get the second half, we'll get
once we get the second half, we can work backwards.
Sorry to all the small Venn diagram between evil trivia and baseball, but no, we do not know what the letter is.
Perfect.
6B. In a certain duo of classic animal characters, one got its description from Mark Twain's Roughing It. Quote, "A living, breathing allegory of want, he is always hungry. The other is simply a bird. What is this duo?" 6B, once again, in a certain duo of animal characters, classic animal characters, one got its official description, meaning the animators decided what he would look like based on a description of this animal from Mark Twain's Roughing It. Quote, "A living, breathing allegory of want. He is always hungry. The other is simply a bird. What is this duo?"
I have an idea. Do you have an idea?
I do not have an idea. I could probably fumble around looking for pairs of birds, but what are you thinking?
Well, as far as I understood from the question, only one of them is explicitly is a bird. The other one is an allegory of want, but could be any animal, right? It was like a pair of animal. Now, if I'm thinking about a pair, like a classic, let's say classic in terms of like established in society, like in cultural knowledge. If I'm thinking about a pair of animals where one of them is a bird and the other one is something that's always wanting something, so kind of driving the thing, I'm thinking about Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. but I'm not. The reason I'm not totally convinced is because I think the question is asking for which one is the allegory of want, not which one is the bird, in which case the answer would be Wile E. Coyote. But if that's the case, then we need to have a phrase which is something the coyote, I guess. But I don't know anything. So I might be wrong. I could be way off.
The final question is, what is the duo? What is this duo?
Oh, okay. So it could be something the runner, I guess. But again, no phrases are coming to mind here to fit the theme. We might have to go through all the double letters of the alphabet, like every letter doubled, and see if anything comes to mind. But that pair of animals is what's coming to mind here. So, but I could be wrong. I don't know this for sure. I could be very wrong.
That's a great guess. It's definitely a great guess. I think I maybe would want a little bit more time with this question to kind of stew on it, because that's a great guess, but I'm struggling to attach a double letter baseball phrase to it.
Well, Fun. All right, I'm going to move
Next.
on. 7A. Yep. In 1836, a scientist discovered that a room lined with metal could block electric fields from entering, famously demonstrating this effect while sitting inside it while high voltage discharges played harmlessly around him. What is this type of enclosure called? Once again, in 1836, a scientist discovered that a room lined with metal could block electric fields from entering, famously demonstrating the effect by sitting inside while high voltage discharges played harmlessly around him. What is this type of enclosure called?
I believe this would be a Faraday cage. Cage the elephant. I believe this would be a Faraday cage, a device used to block out not just high voltage electrical signal, but also low wavelength signals, thoughts, or other guesses.
No, that's exactly what I had as well. Faraday cage. Yeah, that's got to be right. There's nothing else it could be.
So what's the elephant question going to be?
In 1913, another really fun question. In 1913, the town of Irwin, Tennessee used a crane to publicly execute a circus animal accused of killing its trainer, an event now cited as one of the darkest moments in American circus history. Nicknamed Murderous Mary, what type of animal was it?
That's a horrifying question.
Oh that's an amazing question.
Oh
wow.
My God.
Yeah. If you're sitting in front of like a computer or on your phone or something, Google Murderous Mary, and there's a picture of it, and it's really sad, but it's also just like it's the most insane. It's a crazy looking photo. It's so.
Sorry, They used a crane to execute it, but what's the actual method of execution here?
I think hanging. I actually don't know. Let's see.
I guess it must be, right? If it's the crane, it must be. You must be hanging.
Yeah, hangs by the neck.
Wow, I love that they were like...
I actually didn't know this. The first attempt resulted in a snapped chain.
This is horrifying.
But this is also so funny. This is so funny to me because they were like, okay, this elephant has done bad deeds awful enough for us to warrant it being executed. Let's pick the method of execution that notoriously is going to be the most difficult for a heavy living being. Right? Like you could have picked so many other forms of execution, but you picked the one that requires lifting it up off the ground. Where's the logic?
Yep.
They did make it like a bit of a like a spectacle. So when the chain snapped, it says "Children ran in terror." It's really sad, but it's just look up the photo. I mean, just
let's not do this right now. Let's move on to the next question, then let's come back to it.
Question 8. Question 8 of this very, very difficult round of trivia.
8A.
8A, some political historians interpret the Wizard of Oz as an allegory for the 1896 election, with the yellow brick road symbolizing the gold standard and the cowardly lion representing an orator famous for his cross of gold speech. Who was he? So who was the allegory for the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz?
I have no idea. I mean, this is a bit of American history, so
it's
not
American
my
history
strength.
and film history, I suppose. I did not know. I mean, obviously, the Wizard of Oz is chock full of like folk tale allegory, but I didn't know. I don't know that I understood that it was an allegory for a real.
I'd never heard that before.
It's a great little fun fact. Yeah.
Great fact. Yeah.
All right. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through all of the matchup things. This is it's not that L. Frank Baum, the writer, like said, hey, this is all it is, but like it's quite 1-to-1, and it was written around that time.
Sure.
And it's like generally very widely accepted.
It's like Dante in the Divine Comedies, like clearly writing in caricatures of his political rivals and villains, but then going, listen, it was just a vision that I got from God. It wasn't that wasn't supposed to be that person burning in hell. It's nearly a coincidence.
Way I write trivia. 8B. First appearing in the Avengers number 8 in 1964, a time-traveling Marvel supervillain has ruled over ancient Egypt as Pharaoh Rama-Tut battled the Fantastic Four and waged war across centuries under many aliases. But what is his most famous name?
Okay, this one I know. Do you know this? No, This is the same character who was meant to be, if I'm right, was meant to be the main villain for the upcoming Marvel movies. But then there was a whole kerfuffle with the actor Jonathan Majors. I think that's his name. And the character's name, they've now replaced him with Doctor Doom, and the character's name is Kang the Conqueror. Which makes me think that the first half is going to be William something, because William the Conqueror would be the theme thing. So I'm pretty sure. I feel confident about Kang the Conqueror. I'm pretty sure he's like the most famous time traveling villain in Marvel. I'm pretty sure.
Does that make the first one William McKinley?
Oh, okay.
The president?
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other Williams.
I mean, Graham's phrasing the question only gave us an orator famous for his Cross of Gold speech. I mean, obviously McKinley was also president, but do you think he would have put president in the question? I mean,
well, it's the 1896 election.
Is that McKinley, or is McKinley later?
I know that's what I'm gonna struggle with, is getting my timeline for presidents.
I think of McKinley as like into the next century, but maybe he wasn't.
Same.
Maybe he was an orator in 1896 and then president later. I mean, it could be kind of a tricky phrasing, but I'd be open to going for William McKinley unless we can think of any other orator. I'm pretty sure I can't think of any other something the Conqueror, so I'm pretty sure it has to be William. I guess William could be the last name, not the first name, but I think it's going to be something with William. And I can't think of any other big characters around that time that it could be William something.
Yeah.
So I'm
gonna do a little review of what you think you have and what you don't yet have. So question number 1, I asked about tennis in the first part and what you think is planets in the second part, and you have guessed Andre Agassi and Gas Giant. Question 2, I asked about an author in the first part and a movie in the second part, and you think it's Arthur Conan Doyle and Barbarian. For question number 3, I asked about Sex and the City and a redwood forest. And you said he's just not into you, and you haven't given a guess for the second part yet. Question 4 was about recording digital characters and attacks, and you said motion capture and false flag. For question 5, I asked about a fast food chain and an animal. You said Sonic and the Hedgehog. Question number 6, I asked about a baseball stat. You don't have a guess for, and in the second part, you have a guess that is Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. For question 7, I asked about a room lined with metal and an animal, and you said Faraday cage and elephant. And question number 8, you have guessed, for the politician, you've guessed William McKinley and King the Conqueror. So the only ones you don't really have a full-on guess for would be 3B, the one about forest, and 6A, the baseball stat.
Yeah, this is interesting.
The difficulty is that into the or he's or she's, there's just so many blanks that he's just not that into you could fill. I mean, Into the Woods is a great lead into that, but he does say redwoods in the question.
Yeah, so definitely the answer is not going to be redwood. It could be that something woods is still the answer. Interesting. I still think it's going to be. I feel like Into the Woods is such a solid guess. I know. Here. It's just that.
And I'm still no closer on the baseball stat.
Yeah, the baseball one is the baseball one is tough because. Do you want to just like make your way through each letter doubled and see AA the something, BB the something, right? That's it's got to be. It's 2 repeated letters, and that's going to be.
I am asking what those letters are short for, not
he's looking for the words. Yeah,
right. But what I'm thinking is, if we can get the theme part of this answer, so if we suddenly realize, it's JJ the something. Then we know the answer is JJ, and then we can figure out what those letters might be.
But he's asking for what the words that the JJ stand for.
Oh, I'm sorry. I understand.
Yeah.
I see. Completely ignore me.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Okay. Damn. So that's going to be tough.
This makes me nostalgic for a year ago or whatever that was when Leo and I went. That wasn't a year ago. That was this year when Leo and I went to a baseball game, and I got to like teach him every single thing that was happening. And as I was writing this question, I was like, "Oh, Trevor better have
this one." Nope. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, well, and don't forget, Graham, one day I'm going to have to take you to cricket, and then I'll teach you about cricket.
I like cricket. Yeah. I know a little bit about cricket. There's a great YouTube channel called John Boy who does baseball breakdowns, but he also does a lot of cricket breakdowns, like interesting moments in cricket. And he knows he doesn't have he has a mostly American audience, so he does spend time explaining cricket in like baseball terms and how it's different and stuff a little bit, which is quite fun. Cricket's a great game. I think baseball's better, but cricket's fun too.
Very patriotic.
We'll go to a cricket game. I'm actually not the hugest fan of cricket, but I think it can be fun. They've started trying to appeal to younger audiences by having much shorter games, because previously the games could go multiple days. And so now they're trying to make it appeal, and baseball's
doing the same thing. I mean, baseball
with the shot clock, right?
The pitch clock, exactly, and extra innings. Now there's a man on base, the Manfred Man, a reference to the Manfred Man's Earth Band, but also Rob Manfred, the commissioner. Just a hilarious thing that I'm not going to get any laughs for because you guys don't follow baseball. But
I'm afraid not. Okay, so hold on a second.
I'll give you a little bit. I'm not going to give you a hint, but I'll give you a nudge for 6A. And I would say think about like think about a walk and like what's happening in a walk, and maybe how that would be recorded in a stat sheet. If you were like go through like other stats and stuff that happen in a baseball game, and like, okay, what's actually physically happening when you get a walk as a batter.
So the obvious ones are strike and out. I'm assuming those are marked with X's and O's.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say strikeouts are K's. I actually don't know where the origin of that is.
Okay.
But I will say this
right,
one
well,
this one does
helpful.
make sense. This one does make sense. Just
okay.
Like, think about like what
Okay, well,
how do you get a walk? How do you get a walk?
Okay, you get a walk because I assume there enough balls are thrown that you can then just like you walk to the first base. Like there's enough like bad balls are thrown. Or I don't know. I can't remember how it happens, but like they basically throw enough bad balls that then eventually they're like, okay, you've faced enough. You can just go to the first base. Is that right?
I mean, it's exactly right, but I love that. It's such a lovely explanation. Too many bad throws. Just walk over
balls.
there. Like
we're screwing it up for you.
Explanation. Like too many of this. Just
yeah. Simply not cricket. So you've had enough. So balls and base are both B's, but I don't think it's that. I'm just struggling here to like come up with any kind of double letter.
I know.
I will give a hint. I will say that
base
the phrasing of what are these letters short for is very specific. I'm not asking what do these two letters stand for. So it's not.
So it's like a multi.
It's like not a complete initialism.
Okay, so it's going to be like
every letter corresponds to exactly one word.
Okay, so it's going to be like something and something, or something on something, or
something the something.
Something the something. Ooh, yeah.
Man.
I'm struggling to do I'm struggling to come up with any. It's not strike. It's not out. It's not going to be walk. It's not going to be W and W. It's not going to be walk something because that was in the question. So I wonder if the only thing I can think of is the B for base, because you get to a first base. So it might be like it might be like something the base, like but I don't. I just don't know baseball well enough.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what the theme phrase could be?
Well,
I know I've been trying to think about that.
Base the something, but that can't be right. Can it? Base the? Is there a base the something? Base the
nothing.
You guys are gonna kick yourselves for how close you are. Yet also, I'm not sure you're gonna get there.
Yeah. This is 6A, right? So it's going to be it's this word is the first part of the phrase.
The problem is that I don't know that Coyote and the Roadrunner are.
I don't know that it's right. I don't know that it's right. It was just the first thing that came to mind about like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did get what you think is the theme. I'm not saying it's right. Very, very quickly. You should feel very proud of yourselves. A couple of misses here and there. I think it's a totally respectable round over 16 questions.
Don't fluff us here after we've crushed your round. I think in honor of the listeners, I don't think we who are probably shouting at us. I don't think we labored this one too long.
All right, I'm going to tell you, unless there's any last dashes for guesses.
No, I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna say that I think that it's something with base, but that's as far as I can get with this.
So there are 16 questions and 2 points for the hidden theme. You missed 3 of the questions. The 3 that I think you missed, but you did. Yeah. I think you did get the hidden theme. So in order, we have Andre Agassi and Gas Giant, Andre the Giant, Arthur
Nice.
Conan Doyle and Barbarian, Conan the Barbarian.
Nice.
3A was correct. He's just on into you. 3B, I'm surprised the West Coaster didn't get this one. These are the Muir Woods, MUIR, Muir Woods.
Okay.
I've never heard of them.
Never heard of them before.
Into the Woods.
So is someone Muir? Is
John Muir? Yep.
John I've never heard of him. Okay. Scottish born, but then what? American after that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah.
Didn't know. It's a very Scottish name.
Big, like huge component of all the national parks in San Francisco, or in Northern California and California generally. Like very big name.
Cool.
Cool in that part of the world. 4, you guys got motion capture, false flag, capture the flag. Then Sonic the Hedgehog. 6A. Ooh, struggled with this one. It is base. The letters are BB. And it stands for base on balls. So you get a base on balls.
Base on.
Okay, I said base and I said balls, but this makes no sense to me. Why would base on balls?
Well,
what does that mean?
Because
you get a base
ball
on
is
the
a
account of getting too many balls. Yeah.
Balls is a term for non-strikes and non-hits.
is the key one there, which is a bit mean, but on the road, you did get Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Oh, okay. So it was Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Yes.
Okay,
I feel Roadrunner, one word.
Oh. Do you know? I feel so annoyed that I was trying to find so hard for something the runner, and I didn't think about something the road.
Yeah. It's tough. So Trevor, it is 2 words in the characters Roadrunner.
Fair enough.
7A, you guys got Faraday Cage and Elephant, Cage the Elephant. 8A, tough one. He's not a president. This person is like, this is a very tough US history person. This person was very against the gold standard, and like a big part of that election was the gold standard. Ran for president 3 times, lost all 3 times.
Oh no.
But was in the House for a while, served as Secretary of State under Woodrow Wilson. So like a big politician, Buchanan? But not a president. His name does start with William, and is William Jennings Bryan is the order.
Okay.
And then you guys got King the Conqueror for William the Conqueror. So 3 misses, but half points and stuff, we'll say.
Isn't that 4 misses?
So
or are you giving us baseball?
No, isn't it 3 Muir Woods, base on balls, and William Jennings Bryan?
Oh, because he's giving us Coyote and Roadrunner.
Oh, because we guessed Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Yeah.
Cool.
So 1.5 points if we're giving half points for this. I think when we did the boys and girls round, I think I ended up doing a full point for each, which massively weighted the first round. So I'll probably go to doing a half a point for each of these.
Sure. I don't mind doing a full point for each though, because I like front loading, like having, because these questions are the ones that we are most proud of, we spend time on, and I think should be rewarded the most. So I don't mind.
And they are full questions. It's not like before, middle, and after where they're like each just sort of small components of a question.
I was not nervous, but I was like, I'm pretty sure they're going to get this theme very quickly. I didn't know which. I probably should have started with one of the ones that like base on balls and Wile E. Coyote or something, just to like have a bit more of a weight before you guys got the theme. But I do think that this one will be a pretty high hit rate in the bar, and we can definitely adjust some of the questions in order and stuff to make them tougher. But you guys killed it as always.
That was great. It's funny.
Leo crushed this one.
Well, I also, it's funny, I'm looking at the 3 that we didn't get, and I actually don't feel too bad about them, because it's the North California National Park of named after an American, and it's the American
Trevor is
sports
from California,
and it was the American history orator question. So it was the 3 most American questions I didn't get. I don't feel so bad. I feel okay. I feel like those should have been Trevor questions, so I'm okay.
That's perfectly fine. I'll take that torpedo.
But I'm pretty
get out the crane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's hang that elephant. But I love that. This is a lovely theme idea. This is a great theme idea, and there must have been tons of other ones that you could have done that you didn't do.
I mean, my notes. I have a bunch I didn't do. my notes are on a different document, but yeah, there are a ton of these. I tried to do some that are like people, like William the Conqueror, and some that are more phrases like Into the Woods and stuff like that. But yeah, great. I had a lot of fun with this, and there's just so many. We could probably do like an entire like completely new set of 8 questions with this. There's so many blank the blank phrases.
In 5 years' time, when people have forgotten that we did this round, we can come back and do it again.
Well, it's so funny because I was looking through our archives. So for the listeners, we have a very robustly documented trivia archive that we use to make sure that we're not repeating stuff. For me, it's really helpful because like I will accidentally repeat something we asked like a week ago. That's how quickly I just kind of forget. Or it's on my mind. It's like I just forget that we just used it. So it's very useful to like make sure we're checking it. And I'm actually very surprised that we haven't really. I don't think we've actually ever redone a theme idea. I really don't. I don't think we've completely redone the theme idea. So over the course
going back all the way to 2019,
going all the way back to 2018, I think is when we started. When Blaze and I started.
When
at Dorian Gray. But yeah, I mean, I think it was May of 2018, I believe. Anyway, point is, the fact that we haven't repeated any theme ideas is sort of wild to me, given how bad my memory is. I'm sure I've repeated theme ideas that Leo you've used before I started hosting trivia.
Sure,
like, I'm sure we've done stuff the same sort of stuff before.
Probably, but that was like very much proto trivia, and that was like it's a bit like I feel like it's a bit like Pokemon, where like my original trivia was the first stage. Then the next few years of your first few years, Graham, were the middle stage, and now where we're at is very much the Charizard of.
I was about to say we're Charizard right now.
We're definitely Charizard right now. Yeah.
I'll take credit for that. That sounds like my contribution to this.
I think Leo was more talking about when he started rejoin trivia, but sure, Trevor, we'll give you credit.
I think that each of the three of us is an equally important part of the triumvirate, in the same way that the ancient triumvirate of Rome was 3 very important people. You had Mark Antony, you had Augustus, and you had whoever the third one was, and so they were equally. And that's you, Trevor. That's you. So
I'll take that one.
3 equally important.
Speaking of threes, and I'm not going to do notes for every question because we're already at 48 minutes. But speaking of threes, can you name the 3 career Golden Slam winners?
Okay, it's definitely Andre Agassi. If he was
I'm calling that one into question.
Okay, but I will say. Okay, I feel like I got the 2 pretty quickly. So Andre Agassi, I wasn't sure if he was the second or the first, but it makes sense that he was the second because, like I said, pre-Agassi, they weren't super dominant across all surfaces. So Agassi was the first. Djokovic is the third. I think the middle one might be Federer. Am I right or wrong? Okay, so is it Sampras? It's not Murray because he didn't win French Open.
Actually, I don't really follow tennis. I think I could have gotten this one.
Nadal?
Yeah.
Wow.
So one of the only other tennis players that I feel like I can name.
Yeah, but you know what?
2010 won the U.S. Open. And I mean, so it looks like what's sort of interesting is to see like Djokovic won his first major in 2008 and then the Olympics in 2024. There's like a very wide spread. But for Agassi, it goes from 1992 to 1999, which is, a 7-year spread. But for Nadal, it's 2005 to 2010. So in a 5-year period, got the Golden Slam, which is pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah, he really burst onto the scene because Federer was the big dog. Then Nadal burst onto the scene, and then Djokovic just behind Nadal. But then Djokovic has kind of lasted the longest of all the 3 of them and has the most slams of any of them. But yeah, I'd forgotten Nadal won the Olympics. Okay, but that makes sense. Djokovic and Nadal and Agassi. I mean, Federer probably should. He deserved to win the Olympics too, so we can lump him in there.
Give him a participation medal for the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean he's
silver Golden Slam.
So.
I'll move right along to. Well, actually, I'll stay on question 1 really quickly because you guys got this one very quickly. I didn't know that Planet 7 and 8, Uranus and Neptune, were not considered gas giants anymore until I did the research for this question. I was like, oh my God, but you guys nailed it. Do you know what they're called now?
I do not.
It's a great it's like a comic booky or like a Norse mythology. They're called ice giants, which I think is very
ice giants. That's right.
Very cool.
Oh my gosh, that's very
way
cool.
cooler than gas giant. Gas giant sounds like you need like Pepto-Bismol.
Wasn't gas giant your nickname in high school? I think
that was my nickname in high school. I was farting up a storm. It was insane. We should cut that. Anyway,
thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who listened to this episode on our bonus DVD set. We really appreciate. We appreciate you sticking through this one with animal aside and masturbation and Graham's bullied nicknames.
Masturbation. Oh, that's right. Googling yourself. Oh.
Googling yourself. Yeah.
I like the idea that we have a DVD box set, or we could even go back further. You know how some artists are releasing stuff on like cassette tapes now. Like it's like this weird retro technology thing. We should do like a Betamax, straight to Betamax, Evil Trivia podcast.
I think we should just do a wax cylinder. Like proper old school.
Yeah, that is. It's gonna sound like so scratch. It's gonna sound worse than it already does. All right, I'll skip ahead to I had some notes for some of this stuff, but I want to be mindful of time here. Mm-hmm. So this is like an interesting 6A, the baseball one. I think this is an interesting like how we write trivia thing, because we often ask for like what are letters short for and like what do things stand for and stuff, and it's like I don't know, when I was writing and I was like, oh, this is such a sneaky little like what are those letters short for, hint hint, nudge nudge. But Leo, I remember you used to do this and I stole this from you, a what does it stand for thing every single week, and I feel like I've just retained so many of those since then.
I loved that round because it was one of those things where there are so many acronyms and initialisms across all of life that we just take for granted. And, like CVS, you're like, oh, I'm going to go to a CVS and buy something. And you never think to look up what the hell CVS stands for. And so when I started, that was quite early on in Pokemon level 1 trivia, was when I was like, this is a fun thing, because I wanted to have a question every week, which was like something you should know and don't, and feel like, oh, damn, why do I not know this? And so what does it stand for? And then I think eventually we kind of ran out of...
I ran out of them too.
Of acronyms and initialisms. But now
should we do a lightning round?
Yeah, let's do a lightning round. Go on, give us some.
We'll trade ones. Yeah. I mean, my favorite one is like zip, as in zip code.
That's good. Yeah, that's a tough one. Do you know this one, Trevor?
Zone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Zone. Something postal. I don't know. Zone blank.
It's a really tough one. It's one of these ones that you probably can't logic your way into. It's zone improvement plan.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
All right, Leo, take it away.
What's a good one that I can come up with? Scuba is a lovely one. It makes logical sense, but I think a lot of people don't know that it's an acronym. Yeah. I think they just think that it's a word, scuba.
Trevor, scuba.
I know. I was just thinking about. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna. We're just
gonna keep asking Trevor these.
Yeah.
All right.
The second half of this
underwater. It's self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Well done. Nicely done, Trevor. Good, Trevor. I wish I could feed you like a dog treat through the phone.
Yeah.
SWAT.
Special weapons and tactics.
Weapons and tactics.
Another good one is I love the ones that people like, and there's a Wikipedia page for this. The ones people erroneously like reduplicate the last letter in the initialism, like PIN number or ATM machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love those. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, we probably shouldn't do this for 15 minutes.
And then
it's a really fun game.
Yeah, and then of course there are ones which are backronyms, which are also interesting, which is where it's a word that was not originally an acronym, and then people decided it, or they made a thing like Yahoo, the internet search engine, Go ahead, say it.
yet another hierarchical office oracle, I think is Yahoo's
online
acronym.
oracle. I think it might be yet another hierarchical online oracle, but I'm not sure. And then the USA Patriot Act, someone came up with a full thing. It's like uniting and strengthening America by blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There must be tons of other acronyms and initials that we can't think of. But I tell you what, anyone who's listening to this, if you think you've got a good one, write it in to us.
Yeah, we'll post our PO box in the show notes.
Yeah, and whoever send it by carrier pigeon, and whoever's hosting next week, that can be like a warm up question or something that we can actually genuine point. If anyone is listening to this and wants to send a good trivia question in to us, do it, and we'll use it as a warm up question, and we'll credit you. We'll shout you out to our 3 listeners. Are we up to 3?
Oh, good.
I think?
Yeah.
Well, we lost my mother after all the masturbation talk. Yeah.
Right now, there are no listeners besides the 3.
We lost the baseball listeners. We lost my mother.
Oh God, that's the open. All right, I'll let us fade into an outro here, just because we're almost at time. But thank you guys for your wonderful answering. Well done on getting the theme at question 1. I think that's the first time this has happened on the show, which is surprising, because I think sometimes when we're playing with each other, just like ask each other questions, I think we do a little bit like that does happen from time to time. So it's fun to have it happen on the show. But yeah, we'll look forward to hosting this round in person. If you're in New York City, come out to St. Infini's or Radagast Tuesdays at 7:30. Follow us on Instagram at Evil Trivia. Follow us on Patreon at Evil Trivia. And if you follow us on our Patreon page, you'll be able to play along with these questions. We post the PDFs of the rounds. We have other stuff. We have puzzles. We have music rounds. We have some final challenges, some of which you can even do at home. So do give us a follow there. Any last things, Leo, Trevor, you guys want to say before we wrap?
No, just thank you, Graham, for a beautifully written round. One thing I'll say about that I really loved, loads of variety of areas of knowledge, which is great, like sports and science and movies and history and stuff. And that, to me, I love that as a round where it's really kind of ticking a load of different boxes of different types of knowledge. And that felt really good. I thought it was beautifully written.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Excellent work.
All right, and thank you to our listener, and we will see you
Paul.
next time.
Sticking it through.
We'll see you next time on the Evil Trivia Podcast.